Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make our noodles. So I've got a big bowl. Into this, I've added 3 cups of flour, and I've taken my fork and I've made me a little well. So to that, I'm gonna add my 3 eggs that I've already got cracked in this bowl. I'm gonna add a little bit of water in there. And then I'm going to beat these eggs up right there in that well. I know you probably can't see me doing this, but this is how I do it. It's how I was taught to do it. This is a Grandma Littell thing. She taught me how to make these noodles all those years ago. And it's been a family favorite always. So to that, I'm just gonna take my fork and I'm gonna start pulling in this flour so it can form its little ball, dough ball. And as you can see, I'm just stirring that, mixing that together. Sometimes I have to add a little bit more water. It just depends on the consistency of it. But you can see it's turning into a clump of, hopefully, dough. And this is where I'm gonna have to take and use my hands. And I've got to take my rings off, so hang on. Okay, I've got my rings off. I'm gonna continue to mix that around, get the flour added to this, incorporate it in. I have to use my hands. So this is where, just making me a dough ball. Spreading it out in there, adding that flour. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this out, but first I need some flour on my counter so it doesn't stick. Pat these all together. And this is where you have to try to figure out if it's too wet, if you need a little bit more flour or not. This is pretty wet. Just keep adding flour to it so it doesn't stick. Turn it over, do the same thing. That way, because Grandma Littell, when she did it, she rolled it up and cut it. And that's how I do it, because that's how I was taught. Now, a lot of people will just cut your noodles flat. I just do it the way she taught me. And that's where we're at right now. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more flour to that. So when I get these rolled out, or rolled up. And this is how she did it. So this is just the way I do it. So she rolled it. Like I said, some people would be cutting their noodles from this. Rolling them up. Make sure that that's still dry. Got flour on it so it's not gonna stick. Very last piece that was stuck on the counter. We'll be able to, a little bit of flour right there. I just love doing this. It may seem like a lot, but we love it. So then I take my knife and I start cutting these. And I try to do it, we like them, like I said already, we like ours thin. I try to go for little smaller pieces. And then I cut this whole roll. And after I get done cutting them, we just roll them, we break them out like that. And that's our noodles, homemade noodles. I usually do mine in the morning and cook them the same day, so I don't ever have that issue. But see how easy those cut? And you can do those however, the thickness that you like. And then, like I said, there you go. And we'll just have us a pile of noodles. Homemade noodles. Got them all rolled out, finished cutting them, and you can see I've got a countertop full of noodles. So we're just gonna let these lay here and dry, and then when I get ready to cook them later on, I'll just add it to the broth, boil them, add my chicken back to it, and we'll have this big old pot of homemade chicken noodle soup.